What's going on, everybody? This is Christopher Toro, and today we're just going to get a little off topic from the Sonic Forces thing. There's been way too much damage control with that game, and I've had to pick up most of the pieces, unfortunately. But instead, we're going to get a little more chill and just talk about some Sonic lore. Since the first Sonic game, the shows, and especially the comics, there's just been a lot of questions that I've had, including others, about just what exactly is Sonic the Hedgehog. First off, before any theories of Sonic the Hedgehog, before he was Sonic the Hedgehog, his real name was Ogilvie Maurice the Hedgehog. In the comic origin of Sonic, he looked like a normal brown hedgehog, apparently. But he and Dr. Robotnik both went through some vast changes at some point. Originally, Dr. Robotnik was named Dr. Ovi Kintober, something like that. It seemed like he was just a normal scientist trying to do some good. But I think in issue 8 of Sonic the Hedgehog comics, it showed that Dr. Eggman actually discovered the Chaos Emeralds. He was actually good and trying to rid the world of all evil by compressing it into the 6 Chaos Emeralds that he found. But he still needed one. To be honest, that's a lot more deep than I thought Robotnik's story would be. But what the comic stated is how Sonic got his iconic blue color. Supposedly after breaking a certain speed limit, Sonic just evolved and changed colors. And burned his shoes. And he just got brand new shiny red shoes that could supposedly withstand any kind of durability test. So we know from that fact that when he broke a certain speed limit, well, he didn't get a ticket, but he actually, that's a bad joke. Instead of getting a citation, he got new colors. So we know from that fact that Sonic can evolve. Not only did his color change, but his spiked hair changed as well. It seemed like his spiked hair was more accumulated, or maybe it grew to the point that he just had bigger spikes. That also lends to the question, exactly what is Sonic the Hedgehog? A hedgehog, I get it, but he identifies as a hedgehog, but obviously he's more than that. First of all, hedgehogs are kind of slow, so he evolved past the point where he's a slow hedgehog. If you notice, at one point, Sonic didn't have the ability to speak, or just it wasn't canon that he spoke. In Generations, the original Sonic just wasn't speaking. Eventually, he acquired the ability to speak. Not only that, but the origin of Dr. Robotnik, the fact that he was around the Chaos Emeralds around that time, it would make sense why he can easily fuse with the Chaos Emeralds. But we all know the Chaos Emeralds came from Legend, and they came from Chaos himself, or so it seems. And also this Gaia thing in Unleashed that can use the Chaos Emeralds as tools to put the world back together. There's so many different types of properties and abilities the Chaos Emeralds have. But mainly they have the ability of power. Power to turn Sonic into Super Sonic. Or if he finds apparently the Super Chaos Emeralds, he becomes Hyper Sonic, which appeared in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and seeing how using the Chaos Emeralds while he's still supersonic with the negative energy of having the Chaos Emeralds drained of all their energy can make Sonic transform into the Werehog also. So just like the song implies, endless possibilities of exactly what the Chaos Emeralds can do. But is it the Chaos Emeralds that are doing all of these things to Sonic? Now we've seen the Chaos Emeralds make other individuals into super formed versions of themselves, and in Knuckles' case, Hyper Knuckles, but he's generally just Super Knuckles. But Sonic has been the only character to actually change and have completely opposite reactions to the Chaos Emeralds, or just himself. Now, a proof that he actually doesn't need the Chaos Emeralds to be as powerful as Super Sonic is that one episode of Sonic X, Dark Sonic, or Dark Super Sonic. And apparently he can only change into Dark Sonic when he gets absolutely down in the dumps angry. It seems like Sonic could just change color whenever he changes his mood. It kind of has to do with the lore that Sonic could just change color if he gets up to a certain point that he hasn't been before. Like when he went over 700 miles per hour in the origin story, he changed into blue. So what if he gets faster? Will Sonic start changing into different colors? What would happen if Sonic was exposed by the Phantom Ruby, like in Sonic Forces? Can it provide him with even more power? So far in the series, Sonic the Hedgehog has been the only character to successfully absorb the Chaos Emerald's power and remain that way for a long period of time. And from what we've seen before in Sonic Adventure and in Sonic Adventure 2, which was highlighted pretty well by the end of the story, Sonic doesn't really need a genuine Chaos Emerald or a Chaos Emerald with any kind of energy inside of it to turn into Super Sonic or to use Chaos Control. So those powers might actually just be something that he has, or it just might be an influence. At some point, Shadow said not even he knew what Sonic was. If you go far enough in the Super Sonic and Super Shadow versus Bio Lizard, at some point Shadow's like, what are you? I think I know. I think you're the ultimate life form. You're asking yourself, if Sonic's the ultimate life form, then what is Shadow? My theory always was that Shadow is the negative clone of Sonic. What's strange about Shadow is that he has a connection to the demon world, which we find out in Shadow the Hedgehog. So if Shadow has a connection to demons, does that mean that Sonic has connection to gods? Or maybe he's a god. Blue hair? In 1993, he gained the ability of blue hair. Who's copping who now? Dragon Ball Z? I guess that's kind of their jab back to Sonic the Hedgehog for copying their golden hair, right? Can Sonic be manufactured, or can he just be evolution or connected to a god? Can he just be a god? Because he's just evolving every single iteration of the game. He's getting faster, he's getting boost speed, which he didn't have before. He's evolving into something. And I know Shadow being a clone is a far-fetched theory, I get it. But it would make sense that he's a clone, because guess who created him? An ancestor of Dr. Robotnik. But what's strange is that maybe there was some kind of ultimate life form experiment going on, and Sonic's kind of like Dr. Eggman's bastard child that he just didn't want because it was just a failed experiment, or maybe he was just too good. Sonic is just eternally positive all the time. Maybe Dr. Eggman just didn't like that and he threw him away, and he never told him exactly where he came from. The thing that Dr. Eggman does is he takes animals and then he experiments on them and makes them stronger through robotics. So what if he took Sonic, tried to do the same experiment, or maybe he was an early experiment, but instead of making this evil, infinite-esque creation that he always wanted, he threw Sonic away like a bastard child, right? And then maybe he used Sonic to control the Chaos Emeralds. There's just so many theories about Sonic that I have, so many unanswered questions. There's a lot of people just having unrealistic theories, like, oh, there's alternate realities and stuff like that. I mean, there could be alternate realities with the Super Chaos Emeralds, and the Phantom Ruby could just teleport you through time and space. That's it. But I don't think there are alternate realities to Sonic. I don't think it's that dramatic. My theory that I'm going with is that Sonic is the ultimate life form, and he just evolves whenever he passes some kind of great milestone. I hope we continue to see changes in Sonic. I mean, because we've seen a bunch of changes within the character when it came to Sonic Colors, and then also that title is pretty cool that they recognize that Sonic always changes colors. But yeah, only Sega can answer these questions. It's only theoretical, and the origin story kind of contradicts some parts of the main canon story in the video games. But let me know exactly what you think Sonic the Hedgehog actually is. Is he a god? Is he manufactured? Is he just an experiment? Is he a demon, just like Shadow? I'd love to hear your thoughts about it, and it'd be a fun conversation to have besides constantly defending Sonic Forces all the time. Let's talk about some Sonic theories. And I'd like to thank everybody who subscribed, liked the video, shared it, and just genuinely showing your support. We only got 4 days left, guys. Well, apparently Germany already has it, and some other stores have broken the street date, but we only officially have 4 days. And see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Later.